I lived on a street that I suppose was a lot like the 70s and 80s across the United States. The kids were always running around outside on neighborhood lawns. The neighbors were always continually looking out for one another, and they were looking out for us kids like we were one of their own. We had summertime street parades and picnics, scavenger hunts, and caroling during the holidays. Basically, I had an amazing childhood, like the best. I am so thankful to have been able to experience it. I wanted my kids to grow up the same way I did, and once my eldest started kindergarten, we left the city and moved to the suburbs with the best school system. We moved to an area that contained clusters of homes with small lakes and community beaches. Lots had an acre or more, association rules, and no sidewalks. It was a very foreign place for me. My husband's salary was enough that I didn't have to work, so that was good. I was able to do the things that I really wanted to do. Things like join the PTA, keep the house in proper order, ensure that my children were at least going to have a childhood similar to mine. But unfortunately, things didn't work out that way, and I found myself divorced with a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old and nowhere to live. So we moved in with my mom. I became an executive assistant, and in the span of 3 years, I worked at 5 different companies, always resigning only after a few months. I was lucky enough to become the executive assistant to a major real estate developer. I became so inspired by the owner and her accomplishments. One day I approached her and asked her why she decided to get into real estate development. Her answer was that long ago, she and her husband made the decision that they didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck, and that they were determined to be financially independent. After talking to her, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to flip houses. I decided that day my life would change. I no longer wanted to live the life I was living. So I went for it. I took the classes, which actually taught me that I didn't have to have all the money in the world to do a rehab. I have never feared the challenges of flipping. Unknowns are part of the job, so walking away from an issue doesn't make sense. And though I have only completed 2 flips and beginning my 3rd, all I can feel is momentum, and that's the most rewarding feeling ever. I want everybody, regardless of income, to have a home in a neighborhood like the one where I grew up. Neighborhoods are why communities become attractive. Neighborhoods are what drive people to become creative for their families, improve their schools and economies, and help neighbors take care of each other. I'd like to stick to smaller, more affordable homes where young families can start and grow, or divorced parents can thrive in a home that's their own, or where people can downsize when their children have moved away. I can give these homes the things that these buyers would love and still be at their price point. Not long after that, I started using Realeflow. It changed my life, truly. I feel more confident every time I use it. Although I trust my contractor implicitly, the repair estimator and the rehab planner tools have made all the difference in my business. And when it's your business and your money and your future, you have to take matters into your own hands. And I've only scratched the surface, and I know that I will come across many challenges and setbacks, but I'm not worried because I have the things I need in order to survive. I know I won't quit, and I can't quit. My work is changing lives. I feel fulfilled every single day. My daughters have watched me take my life back, and we are all better for it. Everyone should have a Scarborough Road, and I'm doing my part to help make that happen. Scarborough Road is my freedom. What's yours? Realeflow, proudly supporting freedom chasers everywhere.